Hello, all my viewers out there in Savage Realms. This is the author of A Dealer's Tale, Heavy Metal Knight, and books that you haven't exactly gotten into yet. I just wanted to drop you this little message and let you know that you can look forward to new editions of both Heavy Metal Knight and A Dealer's Tale. The stories have not yet been told in their entirety. You can also look forward to other books being added to the collection. I do have other stories to tell. Thankfully, for whatever reason, YouTube has finally decided to lift the 10 uploads per day limit that has been placed on the account. And now I can upload as many videos as I want per day. Meaning no more waiting around for 5 or 10 videos to be uploaded per day. I can now upload an entire book as soon as it's finished being written and edited. In the meantime, while you're waiting for the drop of my new books, you can look forward to some more skits in the Just for Lulz section of the Savage Realms website here on YouTube. I'd like to remind any viewers who like my material that I do have a Patreon, Savage Realms Patreon. And if you like my work and want to help me be able to bring you a higher quality of both recordings and material, then please, by all means, donate to my Patreon, as well as helping me fund the quality of my work and my life in general. Patreon subscriptions will help me in terms of moving production along, being able to produce full-scale books that are, of course, corrected and with some new flair in there. Some extended portions that weren't included within the rough draft stories. But in order to do that, I need to make this as profitable as possible. Meaning, it would really help me for anyone who's out there viewing my material to like, subscribe, and comment as much as you can, which are all, of course, free. And if you actually have the financial money to spare and want to see the material taken to another level, you can go ahead and join the Patreon. And as a Patreon subscriber, you'll get more up-to-date information, as well as access to things that people who simply view me on the website won't get access to. Artistic renderings of characters and situations that are intended to be covers for the books, or entries into comic book adaptations of my audiobook novels. Segmented cuts that'll go into the comic books or the written books that, once again, aren't going to be in the rough drafts. And even the rough drafts that you listen to here on Patreon aren't really complete in the sense that they're nowhere near to the scale that I really want them to be on. To tell the truth, when I started doing this, when I envisioned the audio novels that I'd produce, I wanted to take them to a different scale. Quite frankly, I don't think audio novels have quite the production value that they really could. In the end, I want to produce a high-scale audio novel that's both clean-cut and filled with things that you're not going to find in other audio novels. Background music for dramatic moments. Individually voiced characters. I mean, don't get me wrong, I somewhat like doing the voices myself, but it would always be more enthralling if I were able to get other voice actors to play the different characters. Sound effects to add tension, help people actually feel the events of the story more. A very long time ago, back before the invention of TV, radio audio plays were a thing. Plays in which they had multiple people performing parts. It was basically an audio movie, complete with sound effects, music, actors. I basically want to fulfill the same effect. But those type of things are going to take money and collaboration from fellow writers, voice actors, and things of that sort. And professional editors. to put it all together and make it as perfect as it's going to get. Of the many things I am, a professional editor is not one of them. I'm simply trying to do the best I can with what I have at my disposal. And of course, once I get more resources at my disposal, you can look forward to full releases of the rough drafts that have been remade, re-edited, and brought to a higher level and standard of production and creation. Oh, and for anyone watching the Just for Lulz section of the YouTube page, all of those characters, I'm planning on making reoccurring characters within these little skits, with a somewhat ongoing little joke story. So, comments, subscriptions, specifically to those, could help give ideas for skits to do in the future. So feel free to comment on them, and drop ideas of your own for funny little situations. And don't worry, you won't be waiting too long for the next book to drop. And once again, you're not going to have to wait a few weeks while I drop them 10 by 10, like I had to with these books until just recently. You can look forward to the entire audiobook being available within a single day after it's been edited and turned into video. So until the next time, this is the author and producer, suppose you could call me, and owner of Savage Realms, telling you as always to like, comment, and subscribe as much as possible. It all helps the channel and the work that I do.